I did it. The final duel, even though there's one. I've got the Seal of Orichalcos! It's time. I'm gonna run Seal of Orichalcos in all of my decks. Trey, don't use it, it makes you evil. But it gives all of my monsters 500 attack points. So yeah, I've been playing, I played 3 ranked games with the Frog deck. And the very first one I played, the dude I played against had 310 plus hours in the game. And he rage quit on during my second turn. He like hard disconnected. Let's open some booster packs. We gotta have Trey make a deck with no extras. Maybe I will make a deck with no extras. Maybe I'll make an Exodia deck, huh? See how you like it then. I did love that when I told one of my friends all the decks that the decks that I had built and were building in this game, he was like, "I hate you." Is this just a guy's wrist being broken? What is this? Is this just a guy's wrist? Is this image someone getting their wrist broken by like a slow cooker lid? What is happening? Oh, dude, Gorgonic Gorgile. Why did I call it a Gorgile? I'm out of here. Dude, I don't know what Gorgonic is. I might start running a freaking Gorgonic deck because these dudes looking fat. The No Penguin? The No Penguin? During either player's turn when an effect of a penguin monster is activated, special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only use this effect of No Penguin once per turn. If a card would be returned from the field to the hand by the effect of a penguin card, banish it instead. Is there a penguin archetype? Where's the Bigfoot deck? In the AI booster pack. Why are there multiple? Are penguins the new frog? Guard Penguin! We're pulling them all. When you take damage from a card effect, except during damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, gain life points equal to the damage you took. That kind of sucks. Bolt Penguin! He does literally nothing. The Penguins are on a roll. It's time for Super Worm Moon. There's a lot less thinking to the Worm deck. I just hit a few buttons, and then maybe I win. Oh, this hand fucking sucks. Wait, am I going second? If I'm going second, this hand rules. I'm going second. I might be in trouble. We got Future Fusion Gamers. We're gonna win. Listen, I got a strategy. Are you ready? Play Worm Call. Check it. Activate Worm Call. Allows me to special summon. If my opponent has monsters on the field, I got no monsters, I can special summon a worm monster in defense position. Worm Queen face down. Future Fusion, if you're unaware, I play it now on my next standby phase. I pick a fusion monster from my deck. I discard the monsters needed to fuse it from my deck to the graveyard. And then on my next standby phase after that, I can summon the fusion monster. I will play this face down. And I will now play Worm Solid in face-up attack position. Now, you may be saying, why would you do that? This guy's clearly got more defense. He's gonna get dusted. Shh. It's all part of the long game. Is there 26 worm monsters? Yes. I'm going to activate W Nebula Meteorite, which is going to change all face-down monsters on the field to face-up defense position. And then, during the end phase of the turn, all my reptile monsters, they're going to go face down, and then I can summon a monster from my deck, and then draw some cards. Wait till his battle phase. You always activate your big traps during the battle phase. Battle phase, now we do it. Now we hit him off. Activate Offering to the Snake Deity. So I can target one reptile monster I control. That's going to be Worm Solid. And I get to choose 2 of his monsters to destroy. It's not looking good for Worm Queen. So Nebula Meteor's not going to do me any good this turn, unfortunately. It's very bad news for me. That's very... Well, we're going to take a hit, but the turn after, we're going to win. Because now... we're going to choose the Super Worm Moon, Worm Zero. Now, here's the thing about the Super Worm Moon, right? It gets 500 attack for every different worm monster used to fusion summon it. So we're going to choose Zex, we're going to choose Yagan. And it's like, alright, what bonus monsters do you want to use? you, and you. That's 10 monsters. Half of our deck is going into the graveyard. And next turn, Worm Zero will spawn with 5,000 attack and defense. So we're going to take a hard hit this turn, and then we're going to win the duel. If I draw Viper's Rebirth, it's going to get even stinkier out here. Alright, Super Worm Moon, are you ready? Here they go, they're all going together. It's time, the Worm Moon rises. Look at this. Look at this. 6,000, I was wrong. It's actually 500. How does that work? Wait, why does he have 6,000? It also gains the following effect. This is ridiculous. Once per turn, I can select one reptile monster in your graveyard and special summon it in face down defense position. So we're gonna absolutely do that. And we are going to special summon Worm Victory, who gains 500 attack for every worm monster in your graveyard. You may recall I just dumped half my worms in the graveyard. And once per turn, you can draw one card. I would love to do that. Thank you. Alright. Fucking send him. Next turn, we win the game. A Forbidden God card. By the way, when I flip it, destroy face-up he destroys all face-up monsters on the field that aren't worm monsters. Goodbye, Gazelle. 6,500 attack. Absolutely send him. Goodbye, Yami Yugi, you piece of shit. So we're gonna summon Wormzex. When Wormzex is summoned, we can send a worm monster from the deck to the graveyard. Now listen, I got lucky and I drew Future Fusion. You're not always going to draw Future Fusion. Sometimes you got to work with different win conditions. Maybe we'll have to do that this game. Maybe we'll lose. Who knows? Anyway, we're going to send Worm Yagen to the graveyard, because if Wormzex is my only monster on the field, I can special summon Worm Yagen from my graveyard and face down defense position. Easy peasy. And then I think we're going to Xyz the Worm Yagens together to get King of the Feral Imps. Keep him down here. I don't have any Link summons, but that's the Worm Moon zone. That's rising above the others. You can detach one Xyz material from this card and one reptile type monster from your deck to your hand. I'm going to absolutely do that. We're going to get rid of Worm Yagen right there. So Worm Queen and Worm King are my other win conditions. They're very similar. Worm Queen, I can tribute one worm monster to special summon one worm monster with a level less than or equal to the tributed monster. Worm King, I can tribute a worm monster to destroy one card my opponent controls. I think that's the better go. I'm going to go with Worm King sent to my hand. I'm of the personal opinion that Xyz summoning and Link summoning kind of ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! Because now everything relies on that and you can just get too much done in one turn. As you can see here. Future Fusion, it's a bit more of an edge case. It was a very lucky draw to show off the worm deck. Frogs, it's like Xyz and Link summoning just makes that shit too powerful. I'm going to go ahead and use Viper's yes. I can special summon Wormzex using Viper's Rebirth. It's basically a one-turn monster reborn for reptile monsters. Go ahead and give me another reptile monster in my... Was that the AI rage quitting? The game thought, man, this Joker's cheating. Dude, I mean this 100%. I've never had that happen to me. The game has never, in all my time playing this, where the game will lock up because the AI's thinking too hard, I've never had the game fucking crash like that, ever. Okay. Now I'm gonna play this duel like I'm an anime villain. Yugi's fighting me. I'm very long and lanky. Oh, he's so fun. Okay. Y'all wanna see some cheating?
Oh, Yugi boy, you're gonna play your monster in face down? Well, I'll show you. I activate Future Fusion. Now that may do nothing for me now, but you'll see what's happening, Yugi boy. But also a second Future Fusion. Oh, whatever are you gonna do? But while these Future Fusions are in play, I'm going to summon Wormzex. Now, Wormzex has this lovely ability where I can send one worm monster from my deck to the graveyard. And he's gonna get his good buddy Worm Jagen here. And if you're unaware of what Worm Jagen does, well, let's just say they won't be separated for long, Yugi. I then play a card face down in my spell or trap card zone and activate Molting Escape. Once per turn, if Wormzex would be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed and gains 300 attack. You're in some hot water now, Yugi. Ooh! Well played, Yugi boy. Ah, well played, Yugi, with your attack, but Molting Escape activates. I may take 500 attack damage. Monster Reborn, I respect it. But now Wormzex is sitting at a handsome 2100 attack points. Are you ready, Yugi, for the greatest play of my life? Future Fusion will allow me to get rid of the fusion materials needed for Worm Zero, including Worm King and Worm whatever that was. And now I'm gonna dump quite a few worms into my graveyard, Yugi boy. 11 worms to be exact. But that's not all, for if you'll remember, I played 2 Future Fusions last turn. And that means I've got a second Worm Zero. And I think you know what that means. Alright, not nearly as many worms left in my deck. Nonetheless, Yugi boy! Next turn, your ultimate demise awaits. I flip summon Worm Jagen. And that is going to return this guy to your hand. Bad news, Yugi boy. As I summon Worm Carteros to the field. Too OP, please nerf. Wormzex will destroy your Gamma Magnet Warrior, leaving Worm Jagen and Worm Carteros to attack your life points directly. One more turn, Yugi boy, then the double Worm Moon will rise, and you will be sent to the Shadow Realm. The only thing that would make this better was if I had Seal of Orichalcos. A foolish move, Yugi boy. You've bought yourself no time. Oh, Yugi boy. Here they come, Yugi. Capping off each side of my monster field is each of the Worm Moons, one smaller than the other. This is cheating. I will now, Yugi, it's all over, as I will remove Worm Apocalypse from my graveyard and destroy your face-down monster. Get him, Worm Moons! Get him! How did that not unlock the challenge duel against Yugi? Are you out of your fucking mind?